What's up guys, Justin here with TheRenderingEssentials.com, back with another Lumion tutorial for you. So in today's video we're going to talk about some of the options there are for creating different sketch styles and watercolor styles and things like that. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. So for this video we're going to use the rendering that we created yesterday of the modern house, but I wanted to go through some of the more non-photorealistic options that Lumion offers for things that you're trying to create. And so part of the reason you might want something like this is you may want to convey more of like a general intent or something like that. Sometimes people get caught up in details. You don't necessarily want them to, so you can use something like a sketch style or something like that in order to create kind of a general feeling model more than a photorealistic model. And so I'm starting off with the settings I had yesterday with my real skies and everything else. And part of the reason that's going to be important is because that's going to show through at least a little bit depending on the style you create. But what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and store this camera right here, and then I'm also going to copy these effects that I already have and I'm going to paste them on this other scene. So now we can come in here and we can kind of make some changes. And if there's a faster way to do that, by the way, let me know. But that seems to work okay. So what we want to do in this case is we're going to go into the effects section under add effect, and you want to go under the sketch tab. And so the sketch tab, you're generally speaking going to use this only when you want to create something a little less photorealistic. And so there's a whole bunch of different options in here. I just want to take a look at a few of them and give you kind of an idea what they can do. So outlines first, what outlines is going to do is that's actually going to come in here, that's going to outline the edges of your different objects. So you can see how like your building right here is outlining and your edges are outlining right here, and you can adjust the density of those outlines by dragging this slider. And we're going to talk in a second about stacking this on other styles as well. But you can adjust if this is coming through as just a very simple like black and white with full-on outlines, or you can create a lot more color, different things like that. And you can also affect how much your textures are going to show through. So like for example, let's say you didn't want to show this concrete material but more of just like a general intent, you could turn the transparency like this, and all of a sudden this is kind of smudging out those materials. So this is a great one for just kind of adding some outlines and letting you kind of convey kind of general things in here. So in addition to this one, and we'll just kind of turn these on and off for right now, there's several different styles for like painting and sketches and stuff like that. So like painting, for example, you can see how what this does is this comes in here and it creates kind of a smear. You can see how the smear looks a lot like brush strokes, and you can adjust the size of that. And you can see how what that does is this makes this look a lot more like a painting. And you can adjust what those strokes look like by adjusting the style. And all of these sliders are just kind of adjusting the way that that looks. You can adjust how much the details are shown, that kind of thing. You can do a little bit of random offset to make this look different ways. But what I wanted to highlight here is the ability to stack this with the outlines. So like right now we've got the paint style applied to this, but you can't really see any of the edges because if you were just painting this, you wouldn't be able to see that. However, you can come in here and you can turn on your outlines, and you can adjust your transparency in here and adjust your outline density, so you can actually highlight those edges a little bit more. And you can probably see this the most on this car, where this kind of adds those edges to your effect. So you can kind of like dial in the edges and make them a little bit more defined while still utilizing that paint material or that paint look. So consider stacking these together as well in the different effects that you're trying to create. So pastel sketch, that gives you a whole bunch of options for making this look more like it was created with different pastels. So there's a ton of different styles in here. Then you can adjust all the different outlines and different things like that as well. So this one I think has a whole bunch of different directions you could go with it. So you can adjust things like accuracy and things like that. Watercolor is going to work very similar to the way that the other paint material works. Again, you can combine that with outlines if you want to, but that one gets a little bit weirder because it almost looks like you had an image that got wet rather than a painting with those lines over it. So the sketch style is going to make this look a little bit more like a pencil sketch, and you can see how you can kind of adjust the way that style looks just by dragging these sliders in here. But you can make this a lot more pencil style looking. You can also adjust, like maybe if this looked like something that was painted, or if this was just colored with like a regular pencil as opposed to something with colors, you can do that as well. You can also adjust how strongly these outlines show up. So you can see how if you turn the outline fade out all the way up, this does look a lot more like a hand-drawn sketch. So you can kind of adjust these different settings in here as well. So the manga style is interesting to me. I can't think of a lot of times when you would use this. This almost makes this look almost like a manga comic book. I'm not a giant fan of this one just because I don't think it really does any. It's a very specific look. I don't think it does anything that the other looks don't do, but it's definitely in there. Now I do kind of like that one if you bring it in combination with the outlines. I like the way that looks a little bit better. So I'm not really 100% sure why you'd want this super strong pattern in the background, but that's definitely in there if you want to use that. Cartoon is more interesting to me because it creates a really interesting look. And one of the things that it's doing right now is it's kind of filling in a color, and you can adjust this fill to white in order to do that. So this one I think gives you some thicker lines and edges and does some kind of interesting things with that. And then you can let as much or as little of your materials show through by adjusting this posterize setting in here. So this one's a little bit interesting to me just because I like the width of the lines that you can add in here. Oil painting makes this a little bit more abstract looking. I'm not a gigantic fan of this one either because I feel like it takes so much away from this that it's a little bit harder to tell exactly what's going on unless you're going for a very specific artistic style. And I don't see any of these sliders. You can adjust the brush detail if you want this to look a little bit more detailed and realistic, and I do like the way that looks when you turn that detail really far up, but you can see how this gets really abstract when you turn that brush detail down. So I think that one may be a little bit less useful. I am interested to see how that one combines with like the outlines. That helps a little bit, but so that one gives you more of an abstract result. And then finally, and we've talked about this one before, so the blueprint. We've actually used this one before to have our image come in like it's being drawn as a blueprint in the animation, and then have it bring the materials in afterward. So I like this one for animations. I think that creates a pretty cool effect. So that's definitely in there as well. I mean, overall, I really liked the sketch and what the pencil style does. I like that one, and then I also liked I like combining the painting with the outlines and the way that does that. I would probably want a little bit more detail in here if possible, but overall I really like that these styles are so easy to use and they create a really great image. And so if we render this out, we'll just call this one pencil sketch. When this renders out, you can see how this renders in the details really well, and it makes it look like it really is a pencil sketch. So that's where I'm going to end this video. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. Do you use Lumion styles? Which one's your favorite? I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you liked this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new rendering content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.